Okay, so here are the show properties, and this is just a basic run through of what they are. Most of them make sense. What they're named is what they do, but there's a couple which maybe deserve a bit of explanation. So we'll have a peek at them. So the show properties are where we set up all of the settings which will deal with how our show works and what happens when we actually go into a show mode. We can add comments, default fade outs. And fade-ins, basically what happens as a general rule if we stop a queue, yeah? Interaction rules are where we set our show-based rules. For a description on what the interaction rules are, just check out the video on it. Default output player, we don't need to worry about that. It's delay application launch. This is kind of an interesting thing. If we're setting up the Ovation as a black box or installation device, we obviously want the Ovation application to launch on its own within the startup menu of Windows. So here is where we can actually put in how long we want to make the Ovation application wait before it actually launches. The reason for this is if we've got additional devices which need to come online before Ovation starts, LAN connections, things like that, we can delay the application. Show auto start. So when we load a show, will it automatically go into show mode, or will it just sit in configuration mode until we actually decide to enter into show mode manually? The show edit password. So here we can actually place a password which allows us to prevent people from exiting show mode unless they have a password to come offline. It's quite a handy thing. We can say new password here. So new password be, I don't know, 123, 123, oops, 123, say OK. So here we go, initialize show, start show. So now if I try to stop the show, I need to enter 123 to get out of the show. Yep. And reset the password to get rid of it. So Showtime Mode. There's a couple of different ones here. We got duration, time of day, or time code chase. So duration starts at 0, moves on, or it actually starts at whatever time. So I can start at 1 hour, whatever I want to do. Time of day just follows the Windows clock. So again, this is very handy in an installation scenario where at 2 o'clock every day in the afternoon you want to have something happen. Then this allows you to time things to an external clock based on 24-hour clock. And timecode chase allows us to chase from a timecode input source. Chase offset, so we can then offset it by an hour. If we're chasing a 2-hour code and we want to chase it 1 hour, then we can do a timecode offset. Now, the show time options are basically the way in which our queue lists and our UI will interact, will react when we're actually in show mode. So hiding menus, hiding toolbars. So I'll hide the menus, I'll hide the toolbars. I can freeze my pane so I can't move this stuff around when I'm in show mode. Some people like that. Show validation. So does it use this show validation dialog box? Show validator. So does it validate the show before it starts? Forbidding editing. All these things can be set so that when I go into show mode, it makes the UI change to react. So I can say initialize show, start show, and it gets rid of my menus and gets rid of my toolbar. Yeah. Next one here is we've got a timecode generator. So as part of the show, I can generate timecode based on my show time, and it'll go out of LTC outputs or MTC outputs if I wanted to. Yeah. Multi-sequencer synchronization is a specific setup for when we've got a master Ovation system, which is synchronizing queue playback between a number of Ovation systems. For specifics on this, please have a look at the video marked multi-sequencer synchronization. There we go. Thanks very much.